fouling in a situation like that, you know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
Miami on defense. They lead by 4. And there's the pass to Pekovic. And Singler kicks to Lee. Picked by Lee. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Miami leading by 3. Dinwiddie kicks to Sacre. Tries it from 19. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Looney. From the arc. That's good. Vujicic has got 10 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Philadelphia has possession following the 3 by Miami that went in. Blake passes to Pekovic. From downtown, the rebound by Sacre. Miami leading by 6. Here's Barnes. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Lee. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Lee's got 5.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Philadelphia.
Once again, Team Dancers.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Now here is Harris. There's the dish to Pekovic. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Vujicic kicks to Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Sacre. Drains the 19-footer. Sacre's got 6. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Blake kicks to Ezeli. Singler dishes to Ezeli. And here is Blake. Shoots from the line. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Ezeli.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
to the wing right side. Goes up the baseline. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Dinwiddie's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Blake passes to Harris. A different look for Miami. Damian Inglis comes in for Harrison Barnes. Young is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Young's checked in for Devin Harris. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. That ties the game. Singler's got 5 now.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Inglis. And again, Miami with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here is Singler. He has 5. They get it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Inglis, no good. Philadelphia trails by 3. Blake with it. A different look for Miami. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Sacre. And it's Doug McDermott in for Looney. Philadelphia also making some changes. Chris Kamen's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And it's Barnes in for Kyle Singler. Blake with it, defended by Young. The feed to Kaman. And Young, here we go. Another miss by Philadelphia.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Shot's good from Young.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Barnes, following the score by Miami. 4 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Vujicic kicks to Bennett. Young dishes to McDermott. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line.
No good on that one. And Miami making a change here. McCullough's checked in. Lee's checked in for Philadelphia. Wilcox comes in for Young. He hits the second from the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Blake with it, covered by Vujicic. The drive by Lee, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
But they get it back. Dishes it to Bennett. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Philadelphia trails by 4. Here's Wilcox. Vujicic grabs the miss.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court. How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Blake. No good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Miami leads by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And Philadelphia has possession, trailing by 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Nikola Pekovic. David Lee is out there with Kyle Singler. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad, and it's Harris in at the point.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Vujicic Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Harris outside. He kicks it to Muhammad. He feeds it to Singler. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries it from 3-point range.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And it's Miami's ball. It's a 1-point game. Dinwiddie kicks to Barnes. Wasted no time on that one.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
And the call will be against Robert Sacre. That's foul number 2 for him. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Miami leading by 3. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 3, and that one's good. Pekovic.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Sacre, good.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Muhammad. Here's Vujicic, guarded by Harris. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jenkins. And oh, here we go, Jenkins. And nobody is back. Drops in the breakaway layup.
We could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
Nobody near Barnes. Miami no good on that time either.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Shots good by Jenkins.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that one's good, Barnes. And Miami leads by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now Barnes, following the miss by Kyle Singler from deep.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Harris misses. Sacre kicks to Vujicic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Vujicic has got 9 points now in just the second half.